And make yourself completely comfortable as you arrive. Just allowing yourself to completely let go, release, and relax into your mat. Perhaps taking a nice, big, deep inhalation through your nose and exhaling as you relax and release, letting yourself just be completely supported by the earth. No need for you to do anything right now, but just release into your mat. Just begin to notice your breath. Just noticing the gentle wave of air on the inhalation, feeling cool air perhaps as you inhale and warm air on the exhale. Maybe finding that home base, maybe counting as you inhale and exhale, or notice the rise and fall of your chest and belly, or say to yourself, I inhale, or I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. So see if you can follow your breath all the way in and all the way out. Give your full attention to your breath right now. Just be in this moment by watching your breath. And if you notice that your mind has wandered away from your breath at any point, just acknowledge that and just bring yourself back to your breath and begin again. You're strengthening that concentration muscle. And every time you exhale, allow yourself to sink a little deeper into your mat. Just letting go of any cares or concerns or worries you may have, and just being in the now, in the moment. So our focus this morning is going to be on hip openers. So we've done practices with our hip opener as a focus, and I thought today we would try to release any tightness or tension we have in our hips. So let's float our arms up over our heads and just notice how we're feeling as we stretch out through our fingertips and down through our body and out through our toes. Just begin at the tips of your fingertips and just scan the body downward rather quickly, but just make note of how your body is feeling today, how you're feeling overall. Are you feeling tired or energized, or what is the state of your body? What is the state of your mind today as we begin? And once you finish scanning the body, take a couple of nice big cleansing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as you're ready. And then after you've taken those nice cleansing breaths, let's just stretch out through our fingertips and down through our body and out through our toes again. Just bring a nice lengthening to your body. Should feel really good. And then float the arms down by your sides. Bend your knees, placing your feet about as wide as your mat, and just do some gentle windshield wipers with the knees using your breath. So as you drop the knees to one side, exhale, and as you bring the knees to the center, inhale them up. And just go at your own pace. I don't know if you can hear the audio, but the birds outside on my deck are really chirping loudly. I don't know what, sometimes it's a blue jay and the other birds are trying to get the bird seed. Nice to have the door open. Okay, when you bring your knees up to center, bring them to stillness. Send the right leg out long. Bring the left knee in towards your chest. Relax your facial muscles as well as your shoulders, and just draw that left knee in towards you on your exhales. And then bring that left knee out wide towards your shoulder, towards your left shoulder, and keep drawing it in towards you. Just opening up the hips today. Bringing that knee back to center, sending it out long, and bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Relax your facial muscles, relax your shoulders. And just notice as you're drawing your knee in, are you able to draw it in just a little bit closer? And then bring the knee out wide. And you may notice that one side, like left or right, is a little bit tighter or a little bit looser. Usually we find one side is a little bit different than the other. And then bring that knee to center. Place the right foot on the mat, the sole of the right foot. Bring the left foot up to meet so that both your legs are bent. And then we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Lift the right foot off the mat, clasping behind that right thigh. And just do the same thing here. On each exhalation, draw the right knee in a little closer, and you'll feel that left hip joint. The left hip will open a little bit more. And just continue to use your breath here. Allow your breath to help you with your movements. And try not to bring tension to your neck. Consciously relax your neck and shoulders as best you can. And release the right foot back to the mat. Uncross the left ankle. Take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Lift the left foot off the mat, clasping behind the left thigh this time. Use your breath, drawing that left thigh just a tiny bit closer each time you exhale. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders as best you can. Listen to those wind chimes if you can hear them on my porch. The wind just blew and they sounded very nice. So bringing yourself into the moment by using your 5 senses, noticing sounds you hear. And then release the left foot to the mat and uncross the legs, the knee. And then we're going to lift our head and shoulders up off the mat and draw our knees in close. Bring your knees towards your nose. And you can stay just like this if you'd like, or if you want to engage the core, you can extend the arms and legs out as if your body is making a big X. So exhale as you squeeze, and then inhale, make a big X. And do as many as you'd like. And once you come down, bring the soles of your feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana. So the knees will be out wide. And you can also float your arms up overhead if you'd like when you finally arrive in Supta Baddha Konasana. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest and belly. And as you're ready, keep your arms up overhead, but make them into a V shape. So spread the fingers wide, bring the arms into a V, and then send the right leg out long and bring the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. So a reclined tree pose. And just allow gravity to bring that left knee a little closer to the earth. So you don't have to do anything. Perhaps press the left foot into the right thigh to activate, and maybe flex the right foot as if you were standing on the earth. And inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, send the left leg out long. Inhale, bring the sole of the right foot up to the inner thigh on the left leg. Flex the left foot and press the sole of the right foot into the left thigh. So reclined tree pose. So the alignment here is nice. So picture yourself standing on the earth as opposed to laying down. And just notice how tree pose feels. And then float the arms down by the sides. Bring the right knee up towards the sky. Bring the left foot in to meet the right knee. And then with the feet about hip width apart, just do some gentle windshield wipers using your breath again. And then come to stillness with the knees as you're ready. Cross the right knee, stacking the right knee on top of the left knee. Shift the hips towards the right and allow the knees to fall to the left. And look away from the knees if your neck allows. And just release any gripping or holding you're doing that you might be doing by bringing your breath to any area that seems to be tight in any way. In really any area of the body that you might be holding. You might even be holding your breath. So allow the breath to flow. Allow the shoulders and neck to relax. Allow the arms to relax. You can even bring them out into a T shape or an upside down V with the palms facing up. Notice if you're holding any tension in your forehead and just soften and release. Notice if you're gripping in your belly and just allow the belly to be soft. Just watch the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Take a nice deep inhalation as you bring your knees back to center and uncross. And then exhale. And then stack the left knee on top of the right knee this time, shifting the hips slightly left, allowing the knees to drop to the right, and then looking away from your knees. And again, just allowing the breath to help you release. Letting go of any gripping. Softening all the facial muscles. Noticing any sounds you may hear around you. And then inhaling your knees back up to center as you uncross them. Bring your knees in towards your chest. rock from side to side. And then we'll make our way up to Sukhasana. So either turn to your side and push yourself up, or rock up. And if you rock up, you might find boat or half boat. And so come to easy pose, Sukhasana. And we'll just do some nice head and neck rolls here. So drop your chin to your chest and then mindfully just move your head in a nice slow circular motion. Just gathering information about how your neck and shoulders are feeling. If you notice any patterns of how your neck or shoulders feel. So body awareness, knowing your own body. Reverse your direction as you're ready. And any place that needs a little extra attention, just kind of move your head back and forth in that spot. Just listen to your body and do what feels good for your neck. Mindfully moving. Even coming to neutral and inhaling and then glancing out over one shoulder and then inhaling and glancing out over the other shoulder as you exhale. You could do that if you'd like. Dropping your chin to your chest and perhaps looking up at the sky. Perhaps dropping one ear towards the shoulder. Coming to neutral, dropping the other ear to the other shoulder. And then making any movement with your head that your body is wanting you to do. And then coming to neutral, and we'll do a seated twist. So I'll give you two options. So you can either do the one where we bring the knees together and then slide the knee back, or if you'd like, this is a little bit deeper of a stretch. Let's see, so the left knee is staying as it is. Take the right foot and bring it over the left knee, placing the sole of the right foot on the mat. Actually, I'll move my camera a little bit. I'm all tangled up now in my wire. Let me just move my camera a little bit. So I'll just show you that one again, because sometimes we get to be like a pretzel. Okay, so this is my left foot. So I'm going to, or left knee. So I'm going to take my right foot and bring it over my left knee. So my feet are kind of both out to the side. So I'll sit up nice and tall. That's whenever we do a twist, that's the main thing we want to do, is sit up nice and tall. And then we'll inhale our arms up, really stretch through your fingertips, bring yourself to a nice tall spine on your inhale, and then twist towards the knee that is up on top. And bring the hands down, sitting up nice and tall. So you'll feel a deeper stretch in this hip if you do this stretch, this yoga pose, as opposed to the other option. But do what your body is needing today. Inhale to center, and then exhale and twist to the other side as you bring your hands down. Nice tall spine extending through your crown. And then inhale to center, exhale, again bringing the hands down to the opposite side. And then inhale to center. Exhale to the other side as you bring your hands down. And then we'll inhale back to center. We'll switch our legs. So if you did this one, where you cradle the knee, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And so now I'm going to cross my legs again. And then I'm going to take my left foot out and cross it over my right knee. So sort of like the knees are kind of stacked on top of each other. The feet are out to the sides. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale your arms up. Really extend through your fingertips. Exhale towards the top knee as you bring your hands down. Feel the stretch in your hip. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. Inhale to center. And exhale to the other side one more time. And then bring yourself back to center. And we're going to uncross that leg and bring the soles of our feet together. And we'll interlace our fingers and place them on our toes and just sit up nice and tall. Take a couple of breaths here. Relax your shoulders as you exhale. And then we're going to bring ourselves to table. So we're concentrating on our hips today, just trying to bring a little bit more openness to them because we tend to hold tension there, probably from sitting and things like that. Spread your fingers wide on your mat, and we're just going to do some nice big hip circles. So we'll sit back towards our heels and then move out to the left and come around as if you're making a big hula hoop with your nose. Inhale as you come forward and around, and exhale as you sit back. We'll come around and sit back on our heels and pause, and then reverse our directions. Inhale as you come forward and around. Exhale as you sit back. Just using your breath to move with ease. And as you come around this time, come to stillness in table. And we'll come into a flowy cat. So we'll drop our belly as we inhale and send our heart center forward. And then we'll push away from the mat and round our back for cat. And then push back and sit on our heels. Drop our elbows. Trace the mat with our nose as we come forward, inhaling. And then exhaling, bringing that belly button to our spine, pushing the floor away. And then sitting down on our heels, feel that nice stretch from the fingertips down the sides of each of your rib cage. And then inhale, coming forward, pressing into the mat with your hands as you round your back. Sitting back in child's and then resting your forehead on the mat for extended child's. And then we're going to walk our hands. You'll have to lift your head a little bit. Walk your hands over towards the left. Place your right hand on top of your left hand and feel the stretch down the right side body. And then walk your hands back to center. Your head's off the mat a little bit. Walk your hands over towards the right. Place your left hand on top of your right hand. Feel the stretch down the left side. Walk your hands back to center. Come back up to table. And we're going to come into lizard now. So we'll bring our left foot between our hands, walk the right knee back, and then take the left foot and walk it towards the edge of the mat as you bring the left hand on the instep side. So your hands are together and your left foot is out at the edge of the mat. And this is lizard. So sink into that left hip and you'll get a nice opening. You'll get a stretch there. And anytime something is not comfortable, of course, back off a little bit. So you could just maybe come up onto your fingertips so you're not sinking so much into your hip. But if you can place your hands on the mat, the palms of your hands, or even people can come down onto their elbows when they're very flexible or more flexible than I am. But no judgment. We're just listening to our own bodies, and the goal is to just help ourselves to feel the best that we can. So just keep the breath flowing. Now we're going to move into pigeon here. If you have a towel or a block near you, I should have mentioned that beforehand, but we can do it without, because I'm going to be doing it without. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the left hand to the outside near the pinky toe. So actually your foot is between your hands is basically what I'm trying to say. Bring that right knee up a little bit so it's not so far back. And then walk the left foot towards the right hand. So I'm going to the other edge of the mat and then come down so that the left knee is on the mat, if that makes sense. And then walk the right foot back. I don't know, hopefully maybe you watched me and I can actually do it again. So this is pigeon, so I'll do it again for you because my instruction wasn't that great. Okay, so my left foot is between my hands and I'm going to take my left hand and bring it to the instep side. Walk my, hold on everybody, sorry about that. Okay, start again. So my foot is between my hands. I'm going to walk my left foot towards my right hand. So I'm walking it to the other side of the mat. And then I am lowering my left knee down and sending my right leg out straight. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to stick with it. So, and the block would go under the left hip. And so we're just getting a stretch in our left hip flexor here. And if you'd like, if it's comfortable for you, you can come down to your elbows and just hang out here. Feel the stretch in that left hip. And if this is not something that's comfortable, it's a pose that I don't do often because my hips are very tight. But although that's probably what I should be doing, right? Doing more of this stretch. So just allow yourself to continue to breathe rhythmically. Don't hold your breath. And then come onto your hands. Walk your hands back and then bring your foot underneath you so that you're back to table. And then we're going to bring our right foot forward. And we'll come into lizard by walking our right foot towards the edge of the right side of the mat. Bring both hands together on the instep side of that right foot and walk the left knee back, sink into the right hip for lizard. Feel the stretch in that right hip. And so if you want to stay just like you are here, I invite you to do that. If you want to come into pigeon, I'll see if I can direct it a little bit better. So I'm going to come up a little more, walk my left knee in a little bit so that I'm up more upright. Take my arm, my hand, and bring it to the outside edge of my foot and walk my foot to the opposite side. So I'm walking my right foot to the left side. And then I'm going to bring the knee down and then walk my left knee back finally, and then come onto my elbows. So if you look to the camera, this area right here is where you'd put your blanket or a block, and you'd kind of almost sit on the blanket or block with your hip. But if you'd come to your elbows and just support yourself. And we'll practice pigeon a few more times in coming videos so that it's clearer. Different ways to get into pigeon also. You can get into pigeon from down dog, so we'll try a few different ways. But it's good for the hips. And as you're ready, you can come up onto your hands and curl the back toe under and then lift your right knee so you're back to table. And then we're going to curl our toes under, walk our hands back, come onto our toes. We'll come into Malasana, so I'm going to face the camera. So I'm on my toes. You can stay like this on your toes, but if you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat and then press into your the inside of your knees with your elbows, this is Malasana. And if this isn't, I'm having trouble today, accessible to you, then just make your way up to Tadasana in the most comfortable way that you can. Just move slowly and mindfully. And then placing your hands on the mat, if you're in Malasana, use the strength of your legs to bring yourself up, and then slowly roll up and come to Tadasana. You guys are all really good at Tadasana by now. Oops, did it the wrong way. Okay, so rocking from side to side, find all four corners of each foot. Lift up through the instep, the kneecaps, the thighs. Lift through the crown of the head. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Allow your hands to dangle facing forward. Your chin is parallel. Strong, steady mountain. And we're going to come into a little balance here. So we'll bring the weight of our body onto our right leg. And we can take our left foot and come onto our toes and just bring our heel to our left heel to our right ankle. We can stay just like this. You can bring your foot up to your calf. You can bring your foot up to your inner thigh, or I'm going to press my foot into my the front of my thigh. That's another option. You can bring your hands out or up. And you find a drishti, which is a spot that's not moving. And just practice a little balance. It is a practice. And as you're ready, float your arms down and bring your foot to the mat. Take it to the other side, so we'll bring the weight of our body onto our left foot. We'll just come up onto our right toes and just rest the ankle there. You could come into tree like that, or or bring your foot to your calf, or bring it up to your inner thigh, or rest it in front like I am choosing to do today. And know that one side might be better than the other side. Oop. I think my other side is better, but that's okay. Just do the best you can. I'm wobbly on this side. And then bring your foot down. Anything that you could do on balance is great. Just know that each time you practice it, you get a little bit stronger. Some days are better than others. Even if you're feeling really strong, it might just not be your day for balance, but we'll just keep at it. So we're going to come into extended side angle here. So spread our feet wide, turn the left toes towards the short end of the mat. Back foot is parallel, and we'll inhale our arms up, and then so that they're parallel. Exhale, bend the front knee, bring the left elbow down to the front knee, rainbow the top arm so that it's pointing in the same direction as the crown of the head. Feel the stretch from the right fingertips all the way down to the left, to the right heel. You can gaze at the inner elbow crease of the upper arm and just concentrate on stretching those fingertips away from you and pressing into the heel of the right foot. Keeping your breath flowing, feeling that nice stretch down the top side body. And then we'll just rainbow, kind of upside down rainbow that top arm down and come up. Bring your feet parallel and then bring your heels in. We'll bring our hands to frame our face as we exhale and bend our knees. So just sinking the tailbone towards the earth for goddess. Feel it strengthen the thighs. Inhale, straighten the arms and legs. Send the right foot so that the toes are pointing to the short end of the mat. And the back foot is parallel. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee. Bring the front elbow to that knee. And then rainbow that top arm so that the fingertips are pointing in the same direction as the crown. Really press in to the front foot, the heel of the back foot, and you can gaze up at your upper elbow crease and really stretch through the fingertips all the way down the top side body to the back heel. And then we'll rainbow, kind of upside down rainbow, that top arm down. Bring the feet parallel. We'll heel toe our feet together. Inhale our arms up. Turn the palms away as we float forward, leading with our chin and with our chest. Bringing our hands to the mat, coming down to our knees, and we'll come down to our backs. And we'll come into happy baby before we come into Shavasana. So bend your legs, bring your knees towards your chest, and then reach for the outer edge of your right foot, the outer edge of your left foot, and bring your knees towards your armpits. And you can rock slightly from side to side. And if this is not comfortable or accessible to you today, just bring yourself to a nice, comfortable Shavasana. So as you're ready, make your way to Shavasana. And once you arrive there, take a nice, big, deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, making yourself completely relaxed and comfortable. Perhaps thanking yourself for taking this special time together to nurture your body and your mind and your spirit. And just tune into your breath. Just watching the gentle rise and fall of your chest and belly. And each time you exhale, allow yourself to just sink a little deeper. With gratitude to your body for all that it can do. Bring a smile to your lips. Allow the corners of your eyes to crinkle. Let them smile. I'm going to ring my bowl. And I invite you to stay in Shavasana if you'd like, bringing your hands to your heart center, pressing your thumbs into your heart center. And then bringing your thumbs to your third eye. May you think kind thoughts, bringing your thumbs to your lips. May you say kind words, bringing your thumbs to your heart center. And may you feel kindness, love, and peace toward all beings. Namaste.